Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 2, Episode 5. Buckle your seats. That's not... Let's try that again.
You trying to quote All About Eve?
No, I was...
Fasten your seatbelts?
Well,
it's gonna be a bumpy night?
Yes. Or, hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your horses?
Hold on to your butts. It's from Jurassic Park. He always says, like, hold on to your butts.
That's right.
But I think fasten your seatbelts, this is going to be a bumpy night, is more appropriate. Anyway, fasten your butts. This episode was crazy and everything that we wanted.
I mean, it's literally like the show a year ago knew that we were going to hope that everything we wanted to happen would happen.
But, like, didn't they?
Didn't they? And then it happened.
And then it happened. Also, sidebar, real quick. If you are enjoying our videos, thanks. And also, just take a minute to click on the subscribe button and like the thumbs up button. It really helps us, and then you get to see all of our videos when they come out immediately, and you'll be like, yeah, Drag Race, oh my god, Kiki, woo. So tonight.
Oh my god.
Once again, no mini challenge, whatever, who cares?
It seems like they're not doing that. They were like, the only one that people care about is the reading challenge, let's move on. Although, if they do the puppet challenge, I'm always here for the puppet challenge.
I'm always here for the puppet challenge. So it took us about 12 minutes to watch the first 4 minutes of this episode because there was just so much like tea being thrown out there and so many GIF-able moments.
Stop it. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Quit it. I don't approve of that.
That we just had to rewind it 1,000 times. Yeah. So,
namely Alyssa. So, we cut into the episode right where we left off last week. Fifi has just, said all these things about Alyssa.
They don't read her for any of her looks. They're just like, oh, it's messy, but you're Alyssa, so you're great. We love you. And I'm like, well, but that's because she has like a star power that you just can't define, but you're just like, this shouldn't work, but you're Alyssa, and so somehow it works.
For me, that's fine, because obviously she has something that's more powerful than just a look.
Exactly.
Anyway, Fifi was like, blah, blah, blah,
She just doesn't get it, because she doesn't have it. And she's trying so hard for it.
Well, she just can't get out of her own way.
No, she can't.
Roxy says that really funny thing about how, when you're talking to your girlfriend, and you're like, oh, I can't stand her.
Like Mean Girls.
And then you're on the three-way call. That's what that was. So all the girls come in, all the eliminated queens come in,
one by one,
like it's their first episode.
And Coco comes in first, because she was eliminated first. She looked like a leather giraffe gold lame thing. And then she takes like this jacket thing.
Coat,
and it's pretty fabulous. Then Tatiana comes out, and she looks like Miley Cyrus at the mall.
Oh my god, shut up! I literally wrote that down!
Shut up, really?
I was like, she looks like Miley Cyrus shopping on Rodeo.
Right? And then...
Shut the fuck up.
She takes her things off, and she looks at Miley
Cyrus at the VMAs!
I was gonna say Miley Cyrus in like West Palm Beach or something, but yeah.
Yeah, she does a quick change, and she's got a bra and just like a long maxi skirt. And I was like, oh, it was her 2-in-1. And then I was like, oh, was it supposed to be all of her 2-in-1?
Well, no, so I didn't even, I was like, oh, that's smart. She did like the 2-in-1 look. I wonder how she knew. And then Ginger comes out.
And does her 2-in-1.
And does her 2-in-1 look, which we'll get to. And I was like, oh. And Coco did not understand that challenge at all.
Well, because when Tati did it, Roxy goes,
oh, the 2-in-1 looks.
So Coco's look on its own, great. As part of what it was supposed to be, not great.
And like, it's funny, a lot of you were like, oh, but like Alaska didn't have 2 different looks. Disagree.
They were polar opposites.
Alyssa didn't have 2 different looks. Disagree. Katya didn't have 2 different looks. Totally disagree on that one. Anyway, point being, Coco actually didn't have 2 different looks. It was the same outfit, she just took the jacket off.
No coat. It was pretty... There was no reveal.
But it looked great.
It looked great.
Yeah.
So then Ginger comes in.
She
looks like she's at an office party, a New Year's Eve office party.
Sure.
It's very just like...
In like Hairspray.
Half. You just think she's everything from here.
She's constantly giving me Hairspray realness. I don't know. She undoes it.
Right.
And she looks like a Christmas tree just covered in tinsel.
Yeah, it was like, like a out-of-box aluminum Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Like, it had like a hoop skirt, but the hem was so short.
Yeah, it was...
That's what, the hem...
It was, I guess because
really,
maybe it was part of the transition that it had to be shorter. I don't know.
Then don't do that.
And then last but not least was Alyssa.
Alyssa gets to come in and do hers again.
And I still love it.
It was still fabulous.
I think it's really fun.
So they've all come in, and it's like, ooh, drama.
Woo. Well, and so then Alyssa is just like, we gotta talk.
Fifi obviously has a lot to say.
Alyssa's like, hey, what's up, girl? I definitely heard you talking about me while I was behind this mirror. And, like, why didn't you...
Why couldn't you say that to me, though?
I didn't need to. I was
You're
sitting
that
there...
girl I knew you were.
Fifi is just like...
You know what? You're looking foolish by sitting there acting like a child.
but
But
you
you
know
can
what?
do that, and that'll be cute. I'm done.
Fifi is just... I think she's just so in her own head.
And she is.
so concerned with doing the wrong thing that she's doing the wrong thing. And it's like, girl...
Yeah. She got real ugly this episode.
All right, you can play the victim. Go ahead.
Being a victim of what, girl?
I mean...
let's just talk about it real fast.
Well, just, yeah.
This week on Twitter, Fifi announced, I'm not going to go to the reunion.
She was like, fuck you guys. You made me look like a bitch. I hate you. This is bullshit.
She just wrote this whole, like, dissertation about how the producers made her do this, and never taking an ounce of credit of what she did herself,
right.
Which is all she needs to do. Yes, maybe they manipulated you. Yes, maybe they edited you in a way, but own it.
Well, and like Alyssa said, I mean, Alyssa really, for me, was just nailing it in the confessional.
The quote of the day, well, almost.
Almost.
Was she said,
If you're gonna be loud and rowdy and think you're a bowdy bitch, stand up and be one.
I'm here for a bitchy queen. If they are bitchy and smart.
catty, funny, smart,
I'm
here for it.
I'm okay if she comes for Alyssa.
But my thing is to throw the show under the bus so much and just bite the hand that feeds you in such a way that you don't take an ounce of credit
Right.
in it at all.
No.
You're the one victimizing yourself.
Well, and then it really ruins the experience of the show for me.
Yeah.
When she's like, oh, it's the show, it's the editing, they make everything up, everything. It's like, well then, I mean, sure, I know that it's reality TV, right? It's not all real and they take lots of liberties. I get that. But like, to try and pretend like the whole reason that you didn't win was because the producers have some vendetta against you, let's get real, girl.
Yeah. Obviously, no one should get death threats and be anything, like, anywhere near the level of that. But I just wish she would own her shit. I want her to own herself and be like, this is me, deal with it. And that's not what she's doing.
No. I also really want her to go back to season 1 and listen to Charo when Charo defines a bitch.
Charo was talking about being a bitch. You need to have confidence, you have to have attitude, and you have to be very sassy, but not necessarily mean.
Yeah.
And it's like, but like real though, look, you gotta learn that.
Like, be this, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Also though, just be you. Just be you.
Yeah.
Don't be, she's so concerned about, like, are people gonna like her? Is she being, considered a real person and not a bitch and whatever? And it's just like, just do you.
Mm-hmm.
Just do you.
I think that's why I have a hard time understanding who Fifi the drag queen is.
Sure.
Because
I don't think she's trying to be what people want her to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, just be you. If you can't love yourself, how the hell is anyone else of your fans gonna love you?
Yeah.
That's not the line, but I changed it.
Let's move on.
Let's
talk about some fun stuff. Oh my god, so they're all sitting around, and Fifi calls Alyssa a victim.
I said I felt, coming from sitting there, that you were sitting there. Don't try to play the victim, boo.
And she's like, I'm not being a victim, what are you talking about? And then Ginger chimes in and is like, well, it's interesting that you're playing the victim this week when you said you had no problem sending me home last week. And she's like,
what?
I sent you home because I thought you deserved to go home. And then...
That was a really tough night because I was expecting to go home. Yeah, well, and I wouldn't have let you go home.
What? And it's like, what?
Alyssa's like, what?
You would nominate yourself to go home instead of her?
That was a mystery. I feel like Ginger was like, I need airtime. Like, I just gotta say something. And then it was like, oh no, that didn't make sense.
I don't know.
I'm contradicting myself. Oh no!
I don't know.
And then we were just like, we moved on.
Yep.
We moved on.
Yeah. So,
yes.
Ru comes in and is like, oh my god, it was so complicated.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of rules.
It was like, which didn't really matter in the end at all. But whatever. So the challenge was stand-up or comedy routine, I guess.
Stand-up comedy. It was labeled
stand-up comedy.
A stand-up comedy show.
And I was like, yes.
In pairs.
Which means all of my favorite queens were gonna do great.
Yes. Yes.
I was excited about it.
The returning queens got to pick who they wanted to partner with. So Alyssa picks Alaska. Duh.
That was the clear choice.
Well, I liked that she's like,
Girl, I choose Alaska because I have something to prove to her as a partner.
Ginger picks Katya,
Yes.
which is great. They're friends, that makes sense, you know,
Yeah.
wonderful. Katya's funny. And then Tati picks Detox because Detox is funny, she's dirty, and
She's not Fifi or Roxy. Choices.
love it.
I was living for Tati.
Okay, wait, I need to pause
so
for a
excited.
second and just
so
say,
excited.
I'm so excited. I realized, like, the first 5 minutes of this episode
Yes.
had me so excited because I was like, I forgot how fabulous Alyssa and Tati are. They give me such good shit. I was just living for all of their
Alyssa's been
confessionals.
gone for not a week. And you're like, I miss her. Where is she?
Where is she? I need more
She was
Alyssa.
missing for 5 minutes at the end of last week's episode.
She was like coming for a bitch this week. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it was
She
like,
was
she
all
was
in.
on.
She's like, look, I'm here to win this shit. And then he was like, oh, Coco and Fifi.
Well, so Coco picks Fifi, which, I mean, could have gone either way. I probably would have picked Roxy, because I feel like...
Well, Roxy would have been more into working as a team, more focused.
So then Roxy was on her own, and she was the MC.
Yes. Instead
Sure.
of being like,
And you'll be a partner of 3.
oh god, I mean, can you imagine?
Fifi, Roxy, and Coco. Hashtag triple elimination.
They could have done where, like, you know, Alyssa, you get to pick first. Do you want to A, pick your partner, or B,
Be MC.
and you get this special blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
They could have done that. I think I preferred the way that it was just like, well, Roxy, you're on your own, bye. I mean, was that like a producer choice where they're like, this way, you know, it'll be Fifi and Roxy in the bottom? Probably.
So then they all have to pair off. They're in the workroom.
Yeah, trying to work on their
They
bits.
cut to Fifi and Coco, and Fifi is just like, no, listen to this, and blah, 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 and like all this fight, and Coco is just like, girl.
I don't care.
She's like, cool, maybe you should let it go. Hey, maybe you should move on.
Mama's
Maybe
gotta
you
work.
should let it go, because I want to get back in this competition, though.
I really felt for Coco this episode.
Yeah.
She wasn't gonna win, and she wasn't gonna come back in.
Yeah.
But she really didn't have any help getting close to getting there.
They're in the workroom, and Alyssa and Alaska are talking, and Alaska's just like, girl, I know you got sent home last week. I don't know who did that.
Whoever did, I will never forgive them.
And they're like, clear the
They're just
air.
like, yeah.
And they're like,
Having fun.
love you. Anyway, it's
Yeah.
game. Let's play this.
Well, I thought Alyssa nailed it. You know, there's like a mutual respect there, and it's like whatever. It's
Right.
a competition.
It's
We're
a competition.
adults. We're professional.
We can move on. We don't have to hold grudges.
Yeah.
Alyssa is an enigma to me, but like in a way that I love.
Love.
You make an outline, I can go with it on the fly. Now I'm gonna have my cleft note.
Girl.
I don't know. I don't know how she comes up with these things.
Oh my god. I love it though.
Does she pre-plan? I don't
I
think
don't
she
know.
does.
I don't know. I don't understand what's going on.
Are you in on the
but
joke?
I love
Are
it.
you part of the joke? What is it? I don't know.
I don't know, but I love it. Yes. So then they go to like practice with the judges.
Right.
And-
it's Ross Matthews and Chelsea Peretti.
Who then didn't show up again.
Well, Ross was at the end, but Chelsea Peretti wasn't, which was odd.
It is odd.
It was weird. They had to have Carson and Ross? I don't know.
Well,
Which,
they had to have Todrick home.
you know, he is really a waste of space at this point.
Did he say anything? I think the thing is that Todrick just doesn't have the balls yet to really feel like he can stand
He's
up
totally
or like
why
talk to
am I
anyone.
here? He's
Yeah.
totally like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm here right now. What?
He is perfect. Make him a guest judge once, and they can be like, "Oh, it's so great to be here." But he does not need to be a judge every week. I didn't even notice his bow tie this time. I don't know what he was wearing.
I didn't notice him.
I don't even know.
Was he there? He was there, right?
He was there.
I think,
But why wasn't
I
she
think
there?
he had some like Cisco gray hair, or did I imagine?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I really don't remember.
Couldn't tell you. So yeah, Chelsea Peretti was the guest judge, and she would have been fabulous.
She would have been great. And then she wasn't even there for the performances then.
Well, I guess she was just there to coach them and be like, bye.
Yeah.
But there was one amazing moment during Detox and Tati's.
Detox.
They're talking about Key West.
Yeah.
They love AIDS.
What? Lemonades, limeades, orangeades.
Hearing aids?
Of course.
Because Ross and
do they
Chelsea
cut-
are like, oh, they're very upset. And then they're like,
Yeah.
we,
That's a good
okay,
that's
good.
a good
Got
one.
it. Got it. That's good.
So then in the workroom the next day,
Right.
Fifi is like, girl, we gotta talk
Right.
to Alyssa, and they're like, let's just put this behind us.
Yeah, they have a whole clear the air, and Alyssa's like, girl, look, I'm fine. You know, I just needed...
You gotta do you and work your shit
I
out.
didn't like that you were saying I threw people under the bus or that I was being backstabby, because that's literally not what I am. I was upfront with you about talking to me to my face.
Well,
like,
and just what I just don't...
that hit a nerve for Alyssa. She's
Right.
like, that's literally not me. Say what you want to say, but I'm gonna correct you if you say that, because that's not true.
Right, and what I just don't understand is, like, obviously we haven't seen that, right? We haven't seen Alyssa throwing Fifi or anyone under the bus.
Sure.
Could they have cut it out? Sure. But no one seemed to be like, but Alyssa, you did. You threw me under the bus. No one was like, but you threw me. No.
She is spending so much time second-guessing everything she does. Girl, breathe and let it go.
Let it go.
But anyways, they were like, let's hug it out, and it was really uncomfortable. And then they cut to Coco, and she's like,
That hug was like Obama hugging Donald Trump.
I'm not buying it. I really am going to miss Coco's confessional.
she's funny.
It's funny. I mean, I really miss all of these queens. It was nice having them back.
Yeah.
It like made it more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to cut to commercial real quick, and we'll be right back with Runway and
Lip
Performance
syncs and the conclusion.
all of that stuff. Yes. So
This week,
Ru
Ru's
walks
runway
out.
look. She's fucking killing it.
killing it.
I might have liked this look even better than last week.
No.
This is sort of just a casual, like, hanging out look. Oh, this whole thing?
I didn't know you were
what?
coming over.
Like, she
I just
looked-
came out of the show.
Last week was more of a look,
Right.
right? And this week is just like, you look gorgeous and fabulous,
Yeah.
right?
I
She
woke
was
up like
wearing-
this.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
She was wearing like a teal and fuchsia wrap dress kimono with like a huge chunky 80s belt.
Can we talk about this belt? Like, I couldn't figure out if
What was
she
happening?
was going rock climbing with this belt, or if
Needed
she
like
was
a chalk bag.
if she or if she was gonna like pull one off and like ninja star someone, right? It was
Right.
like she's like this kimono. I was like, oh, is this like
What's
a
happening?
blade that she's gonna like cut someone with, or is she going rock climbing?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I loved it. Stand-up comedy,
Drag queens
thing,
comedy
whatever.
show.
And that's why they brought back a whole bunch of
Oh
queens.
my gosh, right?
Um,
Jessica Wilde was there, and I was like, oh, I miss you.
I don't remember who that was.
She's from season 2.
I just don't remember season 2.
Oh, we're gonna have a great time watching it.
Yeah.
She's the one that's like, oh, I love this.
Oh, I love this.
Acai
I love this
berry.
drink.
Oh, this drink. That's her. Jiggly was there, and Chad, and just everyone. There was,
I mean, it was a lot of
Monica
queens.
Beverly Hills was there, and someone. I was just like, they were all there.
Yeah.
Roxy comes out
Right.
as the MC.
So she started off strong. She started off with confidence.
Yes.
And then
She
she fumbled over her words and lost every ounce
Every
of
ounce of confidence at all.
Up with a glory hole, right?
She was, I think she was doing the only angle she could, and in that way she was smart.
Right.
She was like, I suck at this. I'm just gonna be like, look, don't I suck at this? I mean, what else did she really have in her pocket?
Right.
It wasn't quite bombing.
There was an earnestness there
Yes.
that like saved it from a total bomb.
Total, like, this is a huge embarrassing failure, I'm uncomfortable. She was giving me, she was like wearing her Sofia Vergara that she didn't do for Snatch Game,
Right.
basically.
Right. Basically. So then first up,
Coco and Fifi.
whoa. So
Coco is dressed like
Nicki Minaj. But like she took like 3 Nicki Minaj looks and put them into one.
It was so much. It was
And I'm
like
like-
hot pink thigh highs.
Yep.
But then like a leopard cat suit. But
Yep,
then there
with
was
like
a
big bars.
harness.
Like yeah.
And then the wig.
And then hot pink earrings to go with the
Wig.
boots. It was a lot.
Her face looked very pretty.
It did.
She was trying.
She was.
Of
Fifi
sorts.
comes out looking like what she should have looked like
Oh my gosh.
for the Showgirls challenge.
If she had worn this as Nomi Malone now, it would have been so fucking funny. Why she didn't have those Shanae nails last week with the revenge nails.
Right? Fucker, fuck off.
Like, come on.
Fun.
She was looking like an extra from Baps. It was like, it was a look.
It was a look. I thought she did a good look. You know what? It was really nice for me,
You know
actually.
what I'll say about this?
It wasn't a costume.
It wasn't a costume.
I mean, it was a costume, but it wasn't like...
It was an idea. It was like a reference.
Exactly.
It wasn't a...
Yes! It was a reference, not like a replica.
Exactly.
She didn't look like Mr. Freeze.
God, this might have been my favorite Fifi look.
It was absolutely my favorite.
Because it was like surprising, interesting, funny.
Yeah.
Like they were told
her makeup looked good.
Story. Her makeup looked good until Coco fucked it up.
Yeah.
And then nobody told her that it was fucked up throughout the whole rest of the episode.
I had no problem with the look, actually. I didn't even have a problem with her accent, like with her character that she was doing.
Except that it wasn't funny at all.
It wasn't funny. The writing wasn't funny. The whole situation was weird and not funny.
Yeah.
That I had a problem with.
Jump in a car and jump out.
Missed opportunities, Coco. She must have remembered saying it. Find the note, girl. Find the note. So then she's like, oh, here, it's a key because you can't seem to find one.
Outrageous key instead of just...
It was literally, the first time it was a piece of paper.
Here's a note.
Why? Found a note, girl, because you can't seem to find one.
It was so overly complicated.
It was. Everything was overthought.
And none of it was funny.
I don't think I laughed once.
You laughed at the crunching up the chips thing.
That's true.
So Roxy comes out again.
Oh, right. And this time she came out
as Tasha Salad.
Yeah.
Hey, what was I good at on my season that was funny? Tasha Salad? That'll be a reference. That's something to talk about, to write around. Like, so her ideas weren't bad. It just wasn't particularly funny or
She's not a great comedian.
It's not
It's
great.
fine.
It's not great. So
It's
it
fine.
wasn't good, but I can applaud the angle she took it at.
Yeah.
Because that was all she had to go on.
Yep. And she had costume changes.
Yeah, that was fun.
And, you know, like, whatever. So I didn't hate it. I just didn't think it was funny.
So then it was Alyssa in Alaska.
So they came out, and I loved it. Now, obviously, there hadn't really been much before it, so anything would be funnier.
Burn.
Alyssa,
Burn.
it was this fun thing of burn. It was this funny thing where, like, Alyssa would make a joke, and then Alaska would just have a one-word, like, punch up. Like, exactly.
I love that, like, Alaska is so funny. She can literally just say a word, and everyone was, like, dying.
Totally.
I thought Alyssa was really funny.
She was.
It was fun. It was, like, a fun little bit. I loved that at the end, Alaska was like, oh, but girl, don't think for a second that I'm going to let
You're going to get the last word?
Because I'm going to steal the show right now.
Don't worry. If drag doesn't work out, you'll always have something to fall back on. Your back rolls.
Right? She was like, so I let you have it. I'm letting you have it.
Well, Alaska was giving us, like, kind of like Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit and Nicole Smith.
Sure. Yeah.
Minnie Mouse.
Okay, yeah, with the bow.
With the bow.
Sure.
It was very Alaska.
Yes, it was very Alaska.
This is classic Alaska.
Absolutely.
Right, with the beehive and the bow and the long dress.
Yep. Alyssa looked like if Wonder Woman took Chanel's lobster outfit to the tailor.
Yes.
And was like, make this fit me.
And then her hair was like very 1950s roller waitress with like the glasses. It was like
the glasses.
It was very cartoony. They were both like cartoony, but in a very glamorous way.
Yeah.
And Alaska's makeup was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
She looked really pretty this episode.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, yes.
Theirs was really short. It kind of flew by. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the audience reactions. I was like, was it that funny? But it was funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was over. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So next up was Katya and Ginger Minj.
Yes. So Katya was like Judy Garland in Summerstock.
Come on, get happy.
It was also like Daryl Hannah in Wall Street. It was like power suit, bitch, crimped hair. The hair was great.
I loved everything.
Very Daryl Hannah.
So the only kind of read that I had, I felt like her makeup was a little underdone.
She looked really pretty.
She did. She looked pretty. I would have liked just a little bit more. Either a little bit more contour in the cheeks.
Well, and she's supposed to be like a Russian prostitute, so then like...
Or make it a little bit messier, prostitute-y.
Or just a little more, right?
Like, give me a little bit more.
Yeah, her look didn't quite match her character.
Yeah.
But I liked them both separately.
Yeah. And then Ginger Poor sweet Ginger.
I liked this better than the two-way look.
Yes, absolutely.
It was like a cute, like, 50s prom.
I just feel like she needs to stop buying dresses made out of diner booths. A vinyl diner, like that was what she was wearing. I didn't dislike it.
This one was actually on the higher end for me.
Yes.
I just wasn't like gagging.
No.
I wasn't like, yes. I was just like, that's pretty and cute.
I thought she did a great job this episode, though. I really thought they were funny. It was a cute little thing. I liked their shtick.
All about the buffet, you know, because you're fat.
Shut up. I will turn you into immigration, Balky. All right?
I thought she did a great job. Yeah. Was it the best? No.
No.
Because we were going to get there. But it was, I thought it was very good.
Yeah.
As good, if not better, maybe, than Alyssa. I was on the fence with them. I liked Alyssa's look better.
For me, Alyssa stood out more, right?
Sure.
Like, even, I maybe laughed at them equally, but I was more, like, engaged with Alyssa.
Well, the smart thing that Alyssa did was that she really presented Alyssa. It was Alyssa on stage, whereas Ginger was not Ginger on stage.
No.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that's why Alyssa stood out more. So Tatiana and Detox.
Come out in matching black and white and black slutty nurse outfits. Detox is wearing her B. Arthur hair. Tati's wearing her Anna Nicole Smith hair. Oh, it was so funny.
Gagged. Just gagging.
It was like a really nice, like, oh, good, Betchy. You're like doing a bit. Their bit, I understood more.
Yes.
Because Tati came out right up front and said,
it's a benefit for babies battling bulimia.
Cool, I got it. You're two housewives. You've been friends forever. Like, I immediately understood their bit.
They presented it very quickly and very coherently.
Yes.
It was like, I get it.
Get it.
Tell me these raunchy jokes. Go.
Oh no! That's Sally Field that cunt lied to me about the Boniva.
Come on, Boniva.
I mean, I died. We rewound it like 4 times. It was so funny.
It was just amazing.
Anytime you can bring up Sally Field, really, it's a bonus.
Winning.
But Jesus, that was funny. That was the like line of the night for me.
You know what I will say about this?
What?
I was very disappointed that Detox couldn't win.
Couldn't win.
Because I thought she stole the night. Tati really I was really glad to see her bring it.
Of all the queens that came back this season, she has surprised me the most.
Absolutely.
So, Alyssa and Tati are in the top 2.
Yeah, they're the top 2 of the returning queens.
They have to decide, so they all go backstage.
Yep.
And Fifi's being real bitchy again.
The girl that I am is not gonna beg somebody.
You gotta let a bitch know why you should stay. That's completely ego talking.
It's like, girl, do you want to be here? Because it doesn't seem like you do based on the way you're acting.
If that's what you're questioning, bitch, I want to be here.
I'm sure that she was like, well, obviously Alyssa's gonna send me home.
For like unfair reasons.
Well, in her mind.
Well, it's just like whenever it suits Fifi.
Well, and clearly,
you know, like the rules.
Right. Well, absolutely. Well, and clearly Fifi was delusional about her performance. Like,
I think honestly, I fucking killed it tonight. So I was like, all right, we did it.
Yeah.
Well, it was weird too because it was Roxy and Fifi in the bottom, and I feel like they had 2 different challenges.
And that's why I think they made the right choice.
Yeah, I feel like Roxy made enough smart choices that didn't pay off.
Sure.
You know, and I mean, there's something to be said about being more fun to hang out with and being a nice person.
I mean, if I'm Alyssa, I know that Fifi's gonna kick me off the first chance that she gets, which she wouldn't get one because she's not gonna be in the top, But you know, like, I mean, as a player, then you have to think about that. Like, I don't want Fifi to kick me off next week because I know that she would.
Well, and particularly, so they're backstage, and Fifi's making her case to Tati, and she's like, you know, I feel like I did pretty good, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. And Tati's kind of like, oh, yeah, you know, like, listening to her genuinely, and then she just goes...
I'm glad that you were in the top, because, you know, I was real worried about that Detox thing, can I be honest?
It was really hard to hear what Detox is saying because of the accent.
Well, what are you trying to do there, girl?
And it's just like, why?
When she told Detox, you were funny, but Tatiana wasn't very funny. Ooh, bitch.
Fifi, I am just over.
Yeah.
I was over, I am over, I shall forever be over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You guys, that's fine, to each their own.
Sure.
I get it, it's my opinion, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am biased. I don't get it, I don't like it. Don't have time for it. Bitch, boo, bye. So they lip sync.
Yeah, so they lip sync, and we were literally like...
We're just like, come on, but they gotta keep both of them.
We were like, but, can I keep both of them? Oh, but like, they should keep both. But like, if only they could keep both of them.
Because like, of course, you're like, the whole time, you're like, but like, a door left, so like, they could keep both. But like, they'll keep both, right?
Oh, so yeah, they lip sync to Rihanna. First of all, they're dressed like good and evil fembots.
Yes.
It was great.
And it was a good lip sync. I thought they did fun. Oh my god, wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait.
What?
Roll back tape.
Roll back. What happened? What happened?
So we got to hear Ru.
Oh my gosh, right.
To lip sync for your life. God, I've been saying that.
Alyssa does some
dance moves?
She just burns when she dances. It's just too much. It's
It's a lot, but it's great.
I love it. It's Alyssa. Alyssa is, if nothing else, herself.
She is an enigma of personality.
You can't not love someone
you have
who's
to.
just 100% themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I was really like, I don't
We're
know.
torn, especially because like I was torn because I was like, well, Tati obviously is gonna win because
she has more.
She needs to come back.
Yeah.
Alyssa, came back. She kind of redeemed herself. She had this episode to come back and be like, no, I really am funny.
Wouldn't it be great if she stayed too?
Well, obviously.
But yes.
And so it was like, Tati, you win. And I'm like, duh, great.
Well,
Say, Alyssa, you also win. Thanks.
And then she
did. And I was like, yes!
I literally jumped up in the air and did a dance.
She did.
I danced around. I was so fucking excited.
And then Ru's like, you both get to eliminate someone. Right. And I was like, I literally called this last week. Wow.
Roxy is like,
if one of them's got my lipstick and one of them's got Fifi's, we're both going home.
And I was like, girl, no one picked your lipstick. It was not even close. They were
over it.
They're over it, and I don't blame them. Why would you want to be there with such negativity? I have the option and the power to say goodbye. You are no fun. I will do that.
Yeah, so they both pull out their lipsticks,
and
they both pick Fifi, cause and Fifi refuses to hug Alyssa, and it's just like, girl, bye.
Well, she kind of refuses to hug both, but it was really Alyssa.
Alyssa literally does you see what I've been dealing with? Yeah. It was hello.
What's your deal, girl?
So then Tati goes to say hi to her, and Alyssa is like, I tried to give you
I wanted to hug you too.
And then Fifi says something weird.
No, she just ignores her.
Fifi, I tried to hug you though.
You know what? It's always okay to make mistakes and just know that you can always grow from them.
She literally just ignored her and was like, I'm gonna give my send-off thing.
Oh, I thought she was responding and saying
it was weird, but it wasn't.
You just made a mistake.
No.
Oh.
She was just like, fuck you, cunt. And I'm like, no, fuck you, cunt. Talk about owning your bitchiness.
Yeah.
I really wish that when they had to reveal who they picked,
sure,
that Alyssa was just like, look, Fifi's coming for me, and I don't have time for that, so bye.
I think she still was holding out hope that
and you know what though? I'm glad that she didn't, because good for her for taking the high road.
This whole
they go low, we go high. But
this whole episode was. Did you just quote Michelle Obama?
Yes, I did. I am like Melania Trump. Okay.
This whole episode was people counseling Fifi and being like, girl, calm down. Girl, let your ego go. Just let it go. Just be you. We like you. Everyone was like, Fifi, we like you. Why are you acting like this? I'm so confused by your behavior.
She's so desperate to prove that she's talented, that she's as talented.
Right.
Particularly it seems like to the judges, to the other queens, to her audience. Yeah. She's like, love me. And it's like, no, but just you do you.
Love yourself.
And I think the problem is that she kind of tries to tear everyone else down in order to raise herself up. And it's like, no. It's like, if you're gonna dish it, you gotta be able to take it.
Yeah.
And
Death threats aside.
Well, oh, absolutely. I mean, that is not okay. That's crazy
Absolute
talk.
madness. But like,
I'm just talking about like the show and whatever.
Yeah,
and I think it's sad because perhaps the death threats really did. Obviously, I mean that says a psychological number, and that's
horrifying.
Horrifying.
But
Bullying, cyberbullying is a real thing, and that's not okay.
No.
So all I'm talking about is her on the show.
Sure.
And I don't like her on the show.
No.
And I don't know if she necessarily should be on a show like this.
No.
I don't think that's a good
It's not
place,
the place
for her.
her.
I think she needs to like go to like an ashram in Tibet or something.
Have an eat, pray, love.
Yeah, have an eat, pray, love moment and just like, you know, a real like summer transitional moment of gypsy whatever. Just, but like really, like Fifi needs
Day to night evening moment.
Yeah, she just needs to like have a moment where she finds herself.
It's true. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't either.
So anyway, every single possible thing that we could have asked for happened this week. And I literally did a happy dance.
Dancing. Like,
It was like,
I'm so
my
excited.
two favorite queens get to come back. Fifi is gone, and Roxy gets to stay, so we get another episode? Okay.
Yes.
Sign me up for all of these things.
All of these things. So one other thing though that I want to call out.
Sure.
Some bullshit shenanigans.
All right.
So for reasons unknown, this week's episode was only available on Logo.
In SD. Not on VH1.
Like it was
HD.
2003. What is going on? I don't understand. What the fuck, Viacom?
So excited. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Subscribe, share, tell all your friends. Be like, this is the best. Love you, miss you, mean it. We'll see you next week. I was waiting for some more alone time. I want to see him work in his lighthouse.